Okay, so the last piece of the puzzle, or the last topic that I want to cover for this week on our what section, is eating a variety of foods. So we want to eat from a variety of foods, lots of different foods in their chemical makeup offer a wide variety of different kinds of amino acids, different kinds of fats, different kinds of vitamins and nutrients and fibers and on all of those things that make up the nutrition that our body metabolizes and utilizes. And so if we eat the same things over and over and over again, then we're limiting that pool of the nutrients that we're getting, and our bodies can become deficient in others. So with our vegetables, we want to eat the rainbow, right? We've all seen that, because the different colors of vegetables have different micronutrients or different vitamins that keep our blood levels healthy and happy. Different different meats or forms of protein offer different combinations of those essential amino acids that our body needs, and different carbohydrate sources offer different degrees of fiber and also minerals and vitamins. And so we want to make sure that we're eating a variety. So we don't want to just always be eating rice, or always eating potatoes, or always eating chicken, or always eating broccoli. So mix it up. And another really good reason to eat a variety of food is to avoid food boredom, right? If we're eating, some people are really comfortable eating the same things over and over and over again, and but a lot of us aren't. And so then we just get in this rut, and then we start kind of going to the more um, uh, other foods that maybe aren't quite fitting the bill from a nutritional standpoint, but we're so bored with the foods that we think we're supposed to be eating, because they're the low calorie ones, or they're the good foods, or whatever, all labels that I hate. But So we want to avoid that food boredom, because then we have a tendency to try to reach for the more um, highly palatable, yummy tasting foods, because we're bored stiff of the foods that we've been eating. So mixing it up is going to keep our palate excited, and it's going to keep our brain happy. It's going to keep our digestive system happy. It's going to keep our immune system happy. Okay, our all of those things are going to really benefit if we're eating a wide variety of foods. So one way that I kind of like to do that is to, when I'm doing my menu planning, is to have a night that is like, this is our chicken night, this is a beef night, this is maybe a meatless night, this. And I like to even have one that's like breakfast for dinner type thing. So if you kind of plan your meals, plan a variety of types of meals, then you're more likely to get that variety in. And planning is huge. I highly recommend that you spend some time each week planning out your meals for the next week, including the shopping list, and then consult that the night before, so that you know if you need to take something out of the freezer, or if you need to stop at the store for an ingredient you don't have on hand, or you can even do like buy your non-perishables a week ahead and then buy your perishables the morning of, or something like that. But planning is going to be a huge key in success, just in general, but particularly in helping us to eat a variety of foods, so that we're not just defaulting to the same thing, the same easy thing over and over again. So planning is huge. Real quick, I want to talk about supplements. Okay, so what about supplements? Can we use supplements for our protein, for our multivitamin and that kinds of things? Amino acids. You can take an amino acid supplement, which a lot of people do during their workouts or whatever. And there's some sound reasoning out there on doing that, but it's not particularly ideal. Um, and it can be helpful, but really we want to get as much of those nutrients as we can, those amino acids, the vitamins and minerals, the proteins, the fiber. We want to get as much of that from our food as we can, because for one thing, it's less expensive. We're not having to buy additional supplements, which can really get expensive. But also, when they're in the when the those nutrients are in the context of a whole food, then they're they're in a form that is um, naturally created, rather than lab synthesized, which most supplements, they're going to be a lab synthesized version of that nutrient, which is going to be less bioavailable, and less um, less easily um, and metabolized and absorbed. Okay, so for greater absorption, greater digestibility, greater metabolic and bioavailability, we want to get those from whole food sources as much as possible. So supplements should be a last resort if there's a deficiency in something. So work on eating that variety of foods that are going to get you the nutrients that you need without having to go to supplementation. So that's the scoop on supplements. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday with some more great stuff.